Welcome back to Cria, everyone. Take two, because my microphone was muted. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to have you back. It's good to have everyone back. We were not talking about testicles before starting the recording of this episode. Why would we? That would be crazy.
That would be weird.
Because we're saving that for the Patreon-only exclusive.
Oh, yes, of course.
Where you can hear us talking about balls.
Amazing. Yeah, it's the content you want, the content you pay for. All right. Welcome back, everybody. I am Reezytm turned Reezytm today, joined by my incredible players, Mykl.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mykl, and I'm going to be playing Richard Longshaft. And no, I will not be eating testicles today.
I mean, time will tell, my friend. We have KT.
Hi, everyone. My name is KT. I'm playing everybody's favorite princess who doesn't eat testicles, Alira.
We have Kamino.
Hi, I'm Kamino. I'm playing Anarchist. Obligatory comedic relief. Probably not going to get kicked in the balls.
Okay.
Sorry, testicles.
Yes, yeah. And JR.
Hi, I'm JR. I'm playing Matthias, who's eaten a lot of testicles in his time, and here is just to have a bad time.
I love that this just turned into a running joke. They do. No,
Fish have testicles? Someone tell me.
I think we're testing Reezy's patience.
I have to rewatch that episode of like the Magic School Bus where they go to like a salmon spawning place.
Oh my god. Okay, for the after hours, we're watching Magic School Bus.
Watching Magic School Bus together.
The Twitchfits watch along.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where Miss Frizzle takes a bus full of school children to go and watch how salmon are spawned in a river.
Oh my god, wait.
No, my mind just went to like anglerfish, where the male just bites onto the side of the female, and then they slowly disintegrate until all that's left is testicles.
15 gifted subs right now, and Reezy will dress up as Miss Frizzle, and we'll film along or watch along.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, you have 10 seconds.
Right now.
20 gifted subs, and I'll dress up like a testicle.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a second.
Thanks, guys. I gotta go now.
Yeah. What a great start, guys. All right, cool.
I'm so sorry, Reezy.
How does this always devolve? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. This is how we get.
Have you not seen who you invited onto the show?
No, it's true. I know. I did it to myself.
Totally. Have you not seen just D&D campaigns?
Yeah. They devolve into testicles 9 out of 10 times. Don't know why. All right. So, to recap our last session.
Complete tonal whiplash incoming.
Yeah. Yeah. You're killing me.
I'm going to say for a second, you can cut this if you want, but this is probably going to be the most watched part of anything we do. Or most listened if you tune in on Spotify.
Reezy, I think we should start from the beginning again. I think we should come back to the
We should.
starting
No,
line.
You know what? You know what, guys?
You gotta keep this.
You wanna
Come back.
No, we should keep this. This is perfect.
You know, it's scuffness included. So. Ooh.
I'll look away so you can start.
Deep breaths, everyone. It's because I have you guys right here, and then I have my notes here, so I can immediately see like everyone's faces while I'm reading. I'm like, oh god. Okay.
Come on, we're professionals.
We're so professional. I get really bad case of giggles all the time. I laugh at everything. Sometimes, if you watch some of the cut content, you can see me laughing, but I've cut my laugh out because I laugh way too fucking much all the time. Because I just think you guys are fucking hilarious.
Gusfraba.
So, everyone woke up in the demi-plane, guided by Silva. She showed them to an exit to the edge of town. After Matthias and Adakis both used disguise self-spells, and no one was looking for Richard, Alira rolled advantage and everyone walked away from Kruzgans completely unscathed. Down the road, you helped a horse, Matthias rolling a high on a medicine check to patch the pony up. The horse then gave Matthias a scroll to summon it as a mount. Later that night, Alira called Matthias over and played a game called Magic Fishing, a game where they cast lightning into the water and decimate local ravines full of fish. Richard shook his head and cursed a nearby squirrel by casting message and just screaming straight into its head. Anakis walked over and asked Richard how he knew her, which he told her a story about how he knew her parents and knew she was capable of so much more, not impressed with her bungling around. The next day, our heroes set off and found an old elf from Lathe who immediately recognized that you were carrying at least 20 fish and whistled an old tune from the docks of the place Matthias called home. After telling you...
I forgot about the stone guy.
Munich, our favorite boy. After telling you guys about a safe, albeit party house you could crash at with real beds, he gave Matthias a frog lure from his hat and sent you all on your way as he returned to his pipe. Heading in the direction from Munich, Matthias finally recognized his brother's old hideaway vacation house, now a dilapidated party house for any passerbys looking to have a rest and maybe a little extra boost. Or just chill out for a few days. Jeff greeted you guys, unaware that Matthias was even in the area, and welcomed you into his soiree. Richard immediately was bored of the family reunion, leaving to steal from the other guests in the house, during which he found a door covered in locks. Calling Anakis down to help him out, they got through about 2/3 of the locks before Jeff showed up with the final key. Not wanting to get involved in any more adventure, he allowed everyone to go splunking into his basement without him. Downstairs, Alira, Anakis, and Litra found pieces of a torn-up spell that seemed to have been discarded from a long time ago. Richard went to search for the noise Jeff complained about and was almost jumped by 2 large wolf-sized squirrels with gross black ooze dripping from their mouths. While everyone thunderwaved and magic missiled those giant squirrels, Anakis smashing one with her boot at some point, Litra was felled to one of them after 2 awful bite attacks in a row, disappearing and taking the spell scrolls with her. After this happened, Matthias, for the first time, felt what life was like without his patron. Richard entered the last scroll with a shocking grasp. Once it exploded, the vines under the house began to come alive and writhe up the walls and all around the basement. Everyone ran outside in time to watch the plants stop their tirade through the drywall and fall silent again as the house looked almost lost to time once more. Jeff finally came out to check in on you guys, stating, "This is why I don't go on adventure," when Anakis cracked him across the jaw and put him to bed. Everyone is standing out on the front lawn, looking up at the party house. Litra is gone, so let's return to our players. You guys are all standing on the front lawn of Shay Jeff, as 2 of the house guests came out to collect him and bring him back inside after he's been unceremoniously knocked out by Anakis. The vines have long stopped moving while you guys are out here, almost like they'd grown into patterns across the windows and walls, and the silence of the woods kind of looms around you guys, night having settled in a little while ago.
I would like to loot Jeff.
Before he goes back into the house.
Yep.
Do you want to roll a sleight of hand, or do you just want to do it in front of the party guests? I don't think they're gonna just let you loot.
Oh yeah, because they all come outside, didn't they?
Yeah, a couple of them came out to collect him.
Yeah, can I roll sleight of hand? But I would like to make it look like I'm checking on him.
Yeah, of course. Roll me
checking his pulse, that type of thing.
Yeah, roll me like a deception check.
I will not stop him.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a deception check so that like instead of sleight of hand, because you're trying to make it look like you're checking in on him.
Got you. Okay.
Matthias is like just still Matthias.x has stopped working.
That is going to be a 22.
22.
Can I help him out by like talking to party guests to kind of try to distract them?
Oh, absolutely. But like,
Okay.
what do you
want me to roll for that?
You don't have to roll. Actually, if you just want to roll advantage, Richard, you can. I mean, 22 is really good. But what are you saying to the party guests as he's doing this?
I'll probably just start talking to them about how beautiful and rich and princessly I am, and I'll probably tell them stories about how big my castle is and
castle, man, that sounds rad as heck. You come from a castle?
Very many servants.
How many rooms you got there?
Oh my gosh, too many to even count. And that's not even, the parts that are in the house. Then we have more rooms downstairs. I'm assuming that's where the servants live because they have to live somewhere, right?
Oh my god, do you have
So
like
those
a movie
probably
room?
have, yeah.
Do you have a
So
theater
lots,
room?
of course, and
A
never-ending
playroom?
popcorn.
They just keep asking you room after room, just labeling a bunch of rooms.
I have them all.
Richard, what did you get on your check?
On the first one was 22, the second one was 21.
Okay, so we'll go with 22. They're enamored by the amount of rooms Alira has in her house, and they're not even checking in with you at all. So you go to check Jeff's pockets. You find like keys to the house, the leftover keys from like the room to the basement downstairs, and then you also find 100 gold on him as well, and his pipe that he just had like in his back pocket, and like a good old grinder in the other pocket.
Yes.
You just looted Jay.
Yeah. Jane, Silent Bob, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's add these in. Add items to
Here,
the
I
pouch.
thought Jeff started with G.
Close enough.
Right now Matthias is sat on the front lawn. Yeah.
Gently rocking, just like
Gently rocking. As you do, like a few of the fish flavored crackers you keep for Leetroof kind of fall out of your pocket.
doesn't even register. Like
Yeah.
nothing is currently registering to him. The house is behind him, and he's just like dead stare ahead, not even like acknowledging that there's anyone around, like not registering that there's party guests, not even registering that Anakis has just punched his brother. He's sort of stuck inside himself, and it is a sad scene.
So as you're going on about the rooms, Katie, Alira, one of the party guests looks up and he goes, "Hey, is that little guy over there? Is he gonna be okay? He looks like he's having a bad trip, man."
I don't know. I feel like maybe we should all give him a group hug. Do you guys feel like giving Matthias a group hug right now?
We love
Maybe
group
get that
hugs
going?
around here. Should I get everyone else from inside the house to come up?
No,
Loves
actually,
group
I think that's a
hugs.
bad idea. I actually
Okay.
don't think Matthias would like that. Actually, I'm gonna go handle Matthias, and then you guys conjecture about more rooms I can add to my castle. Does that sound good?
Oh my god, I love that. I love that so
Okay.
much.
Let me know when you guys figure that one out, and I'll
We
go and
will.
I'll give Matthias one hug, but really awkward, and like my arms are all the way extended out, and I'm holding my breath so I don't smell the fish, but I'm like patting on his back a little bit, and I'm like, "We're gonna get her back, Matthias. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out."
Barely even like, I don't think he's responding at this point. Like he's not looking up. He is not the bouncy soul that you came to know and grudgingly tolerate. He is having a bad time. Like he barely feels the pats on his back. Doesn't feel like, doesn't hear what you are saying, because like he spent pretty much his entire life, or at least from a very young age, with this demon, and for the first time he's actually alone. Like before, when he was alone, like she was still around, even if she wasn't like completely paying attention to what was going on. This is the first time in decades, or in many years, that he has not had her around, and he's feeling that distance, he's feeling that loss. He's grieving.
Mm-hmm.
Despite everything. Like, she was an asshole to him, but she was his asshole.
Yeah. Now, I am going to take a pause right here, and you might want to reset your microphone because I'm getting this weird twang in it.
Thank you.
Also,
No
I'm glad you took a pause, because she was his asshole. One of the best lines I've ever heard.
Don't cut that.
But yeah, like, as much as she kept jabbing at him and all that, like, she was the best friend that he had. So it's like having your best friend die. You're gonna feel that for a while, especially in this case because that relationship was magical as well.
Mm-hmm.
You would have that sort of mental link with your patron. So the fact that your patron is gone.
Yeah, you just feel like this weird hollow like emptiness in the back of your head. Like something
it's like
that
when your
was
arms has been cut off.
Yeah, like something that has always been there that is suddenly now so removed. And it's like it's also like having a routine. Like if you've been dating someone, let's say like 5 years or whatever, and suddenly that person is gone out of your life, suddenly part of your routine feels like it's missing.
Yeah. Exactly that.
Yeah. So, and I think that is something that Matthias is feeling right now. So as you guys are all sitting outside with Matthias, one of the party goers, before they go inside, taking Jeff with them, offers to you guys, hey, we're making like leftover soup. I don't know if you guys want to get in on this tonight, but like we're all gonna get ready and probably like start relaxing for the end of the night. We got a bonfire out back and we're gonna be just cooking a big old pot of soup over it. It's really highly dangerous because you have to take like a staircase up to the pot to put stuff into it, and the bonfire's like pretty sizable, but we're professional partiers, so we're pretty good at this. They offer you essentially some mystery soup before heading inside. You guys are still more than welcome to stay at Shea Jeff, of course, but
No, I feel like we should stay here because if Matthias isn't like good enough to leave, then we should give him like a day.
I mean, none of us is really in a like this. Again, this is kind of talking out of character, but just kind of explaining the situation. This is narration, I guess. None of us is in any shape right now to be traveling anywhere.
That's true too. Yeah,
I'm
really
doesn't say this,
tired.
but like this is just a general observation.
I gotta be honest, like I don't feel good. I think we should find a healer as soon as possible. What says the rest of you?
Someone here isn't a healer? Someone here has to be a healer. You think Jeff has his whole like house and none of them know how to heal?
I think they know how to take medicinal herbs, but I don't think they know how to heal.
That's bold coming from somebody who doesn't even study magic and just gets magic from inside himself. That's crazy. I feel like medicinal herbs work, don't they?
If you were naturally gifted, would you study for it?
Yes, that's called improvement.
Is pipe weed legal in Cria?
You can't improve on perfection.
I'm gonna start walking around and asking all of my new friends if any of them have any healing spells.
A couple of the party goers look to you and they go, so a lot of us are kind of like fighters and like barbarians, and I think there's like a few maybe paladins, but I think they like broke their oath or something just by coming here, just by showing up to this house. And oh, but you know what? Jeff's a really good healer. Jeff actually knows some healing spells. So maybe when he comes around, he could like see to you guys and maybe help you out. He seems pretty close with like the brown-haired guy in your group. So I don't know about that. They have not put it together. You guys are brothers.
No. These guys are idiots.
Yeah.
You guys stink. I'm gonna come back to Richard and be like, no, actually, you're right. None of these people are fucking useful. We should find someone.
Yeah, even if we make camp for tonight, just on the outskirts of the land, it'll draw way less attention to us.
All right. So you guys don't want to camp out in the house. You guys want to camp out outside?
Which of y'all is the strongest? Someone's gonna have to carry me.
Can my unseen servant carry Matthias?
What is an unseen servant has a certain amount that it can actually carry?
It's got a weight.
It's got a weight limit, I think.
Yeah, it has a strength of 2. So
okay,
I'm
so
gonna get
I
No.
You can pick up Matthias's hand. That's about it.
Nice try.
I can't misty step him.
Above table, I'm like a -1 to strength, so probably not me.
Do not tell me that I am the strongest one here.
Oh yeah.
My strength is 12.
You are.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think each of you could take a limb.
Or just like an arm over like 2 people's shoulders.
Yeah, I think we could probably like drag away. Yeah.
All right, so as Jeff is getting dragged by his friends back into the house, you guys drag your friend across the lawn, and you guys just want to camp out in like the woods off to the side of the house instead?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
guys set up camp outside of the house, off the road, like off of the main road that came here through the woods, that cut through the woods. And you guys take your long rest, make your own little campfire, get your own everything set up. And like, what does that look like?
Messy.
My unseen servants are setting up my tent and my like rugs, and
I would even say for you, Alira, that your unseen servant went inside the house, stole blankets and pillows, and came back out with them. Like just some home things, and brought them out to you.
yeah,
Has washed
for
them in the
sure.
river before using them. They're going to smell like patchouli.
I think for Richard, his camp just looks like a solo bivvy camp. Travels light, just single person sort of like bivvy tent. And that's about it.
What's the weather like?
The weather's fairly dry. It's still like warm because you're still in Moloch, so you're still in like a desert country. So overall, like the air at night and stuff doesn't cool down too much, especially since you guys are in the woods. So it seems to like keep a little bit of like insulation when the sun goes down. So it's fairly like warm.
After everything that's happened, I'm not setting up like a tent or anything. I'm just gonna basically put like I'm gonna have like a pad down next to a tree, and I'm based near where Matthias is, because having a history of knowing what that's kind of like, and seeing somebody like Matthias suddenly go through it, now Anakis is worried now, so, or at least not or at least concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And wants to
Yeah.
make sure like he doesn't run off or something happened to him. So
I think at this point he's just curled up in a fetal position in front of the campfire. Like there's
which is also why nothing happened to you.
I mean, he's still feeling ill from the previous encounter as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not exactly in the best shape anyway. And you can hear small sobs coming from this ball of despair. He's slowly starting to process, but yeah, can't really do much about it at the moment.
So as Matthias is in his feelings and each of you sets up kind of like a smaller campground, I imagine that Alira steps up with her unseen servant and also makes Matthias like a little hut as well, maybe next to hers, like in between you and Anakis almost.
Yeah, probably not my tent, but like right next to my tent, and he has a very comfortable setting. And probably I would say between maybe me and Richard, and that way two grown-ups can help if
Two grown-ups. Little baby boy.
Just in case he wakes up in the middle of the night and he needs milk or he needs to pee.
Yes. between his mom and dad.
I think he's more likely to wake up in the middle of the night and vomit, I think, from like what is the actual thing that we were afflicted with?
We'll get into that. I
Okay.
realized at the end of the last session that I get to pick. Yay! Which is always a good thing when I get to pick. So
Oh, thanks. I hate it.
Cure Curse or whatever is a level 3 spell. I don't have access to it.
Yeah. So, and I already checked because I got JR to send me Jeff's spells, and above table he also doesn't have cure disease or anything like that.
No, he does not.
Anyways, so as you guys are camping, and the feeling and the mood in the campsite is quite heavy tonight. After you guys fought these giant squirrels and watched like this crazy effect happen with the vines that encapsulated the house, and watching all the partygoers mostly feel like nothing towards it as well. Almost like it's like business as usual. But as the night progresses, you guys settle down, have some fish stew. I imagine you guys still have some leftover fish. You make that up, maybe roast them by the campfire too, and kind of like
At least 16 fish now.
try to feed Matthias. Matthias probably isn't feeling too hungry. I imagine it's just kind of like, here comes the airplane, and he just like stares straight forward, dead-eyed.
I imagine Richard is just like, eat.
Yeah. You have like good cop, bad cop, like on
Yeah.
either side of you.
What is an airplane?
Yeah.
My unseen servant is doing the spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mykl, what's
comes the
Richard
airship.
doing as part of this effort? if any?
Richard is
Sorry, I
kind of
didn't mean
like
to.
no, I know what you mean, but Richard's kind of like he's only been with yous for like 1 day, 1.5 days, 2 days maybe. So he's still like on the fringes of the friend group type of thing. So I think what Richard's going to do is analyze those spell book with the notes that he picked up in the basement.
So,
But also like just keeping an eye on proceedings, but like not actively involving himself with it.
So most of those spells did go with Leecher because she got specifically the sheets that had like the spell components on them that you guys gave her, and they disappeared with her. However, with what you guys wrote down coming outside and what you remembered, I can allow you to roll like an Arcana.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought Leetra only had the demonic scroll. Because I've got in my pouch incomplete spell book with notes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, right. There was a book and then okay, so yeah. So she's got the spell scrolls stuff. You have the book. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And I think only me and Leetra actually looked at the book, able to understand anything that could have been in the book.
Not the book, it was the spell scrolls, right?
Yeah.
It was the scrolls Leetra had.
Yeah. So, and then there was like kind of like it was like a journal that had like a few written bits in it, but then like mostly what you can gain from that is that someone was traveling, they're going they've been traveling for a while, they write about, and that they're pretty tired. They write about like the different things that they've seen across like each of the countries, how beautiful each individual country is as well, and what they've seen. But then it starts to be written in Infernal. It starts to get written in like a demonic language that now suddenly you can't understand later on in the book. So if you'd like, you can roll. I have a choice between Arcana, History, and Investigation, and each has a different level. So you can pick which one you want to roll from between those three.
What were the three options? Arcana, Investigation, History.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm a +0 to all of them.
Cool.
But I would like my main sort of reason for checking it out was to make sure that they're not cursed.
Yeah.
That it's not a cursed thing before I start going into it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll roll 16.
16. So you can't make heads or tails of this. You can't tell if it's a curse, and you can't tell what they're going for here.
Okay.
If it's partially an infernal, wouldn't Richard know that I would probably have an understanding of infernal just because of if he knew me from when I was little.
So here's what I'll give you is as you're sitting at the campfire and stuff with everyone, you can see Richard taking this book out and going through it and looking through it. So if you'd like to provide help or walk over, feel free.
Okay. I'll go walk over to Richard to see what the heck he's doing. Since I don't really feel like I'm able to help with Matthias's situation right now, and I can't sleep, so.
All right.
Alira is there lecturing Matthias. Matthias, you have to eat. You don't understand. Magic, yes, comes from inside you, and yes, we study, but you need to have the energy to cast, okay? So you need to eat. And she's having the instant servant like spoon feed him, and she's like opening his mouth.
and it goes in and then just immediately comes back out with more bile.
Oh my god. No.
Oh,
Alira getting bored more like, I can't.
I don't know how to deal with this. This is not the real world experience that I wanted to get on this adventure.
Yeah. All right. So Anakis walks over and starts to help you out, Richard. You can roll advantage if you'd like with that. History check, I think you did.
Yeah. 15 or a 2.
15 or a 2. So still regardless, you can't quite make out what it's making. To be fair, it is a really high DC to figure out what is going on in this book. So as the night progresses, you guys eat a little bit, look through some of the pages that you guys got and everything. I can't remember. I think someone might have brought it up. I'm not sure, but did anyone pick up anything else from the basement?
We didn't
Oh,
pick
I
up
can't
anything
remember.
because I mean, I
I
think we
picked up a
tried
case
to
of
give.
cooties.
Yeah. So outside of what Richard has, pretty sure everything else either got destroyed or went with Leechra.
So a little bit later, you guys watch as Jeff exits the house and comes out to your campfire, and he walks up behind you, Matthias, and he puts a hand on your back. I think I owe you a bit of an apology, little brother. I understand that maybe you're not feeling in the best of spirits, and you know what, that's okay. And you don't have to answer me right now or ever, because frankly, I probably don't deserve it. I didn't know you were in the competition, and I certainly wasn't there to cheer you on, and I wasn't there even when you showed up to my house today. And honestly, I'm sorry, and I'm really sorry for letting you down. And for the first time, I really do feel like I've let someone down in my life, which is not a feeling that I'm accustomed to, frankly. But I owe it to you to say that I'm sorry. And, you know, you're more than welcome to stay in the house if you guys would like. I've taken a look at the basement. It's kind of a mess. You can't really get past the stairs anymore. Which, I mean, is fair. I wasn't going to go down there anyway, so it's not like I lost too much there. But the house seems fairly safe, if you guys wanted.
You know what, Jeff? Thanks for coming out and apologizing. I think what I really need now is to spend some time with my friends, you know?
That's
I
totally fair.
I appreciate that you wanted to make things right, and this is a good start, but you're going to have to do a lot more. I can't just forgive you like that. I spent the last 10 years forgiving you, or trying to, but then I find you here like this. It broke my heart.
Oh, I see. Yes. Well, I hope that in the future I can make up for it. I can't say anything or do anything, I don't think, tonight that will make or quantify a difference.
Listen to me, Jeff. I don't want you to be a party host. I don't want you to be the guy that everyone comes to. I don't want you to be the hero of Balderon. I don't want you to be anything other than my brother. Can you do that for me for just one night?
Yeah, I can do that. And he just sits quietly with you.
And we're just sitting and like watching the embers of the campfire.
Yeah. A little bit later, he does look up and he goes, "But if any of you did see my pipe around, I seem to have misplaced it."
And Matthias, like, wordlessly, I know that. Oh, actually, no, I don't have it. Richard has it, doesn't he?
And I don't know if you were all there to even notice that Richard took it, to be honest.
I mean, like, did you see it or not?
I'd say that he didn't, just because he was so in his feelings
knocked
in that
out.
moment.
Oh yeah, Matthias didn't see it. Matthias didn't register anything that you were doing.
Okay then. No, I haven't
You
seen
probably, you probably could have been riding on a purple dragon in circles around Matthias at that point, and Matthias would have seen nothing.
Yeah, this was a complete like blue screen of death for him on that one.
Yep. So you guys all spend the night together around the campfire, sharing fish, and maybe Matthias, because you filled him in earlier, obviously, about a bit of the adventures, maybe you talk more about them as well with Jeff, and you guys kind of exchange stories back and forth. He tells you about like a particular funny moment while he was abroad in the astral planes that happened to him where an asteroid took someone out, and then he thought that he had taken them out, but it was funny because it was an asteroid and he didn't see it coming. And he shares like
Right in the
those little
face.
and he shares like those little moments with you.
Anakis looks like she's got something to say.
No, I just have several questions listening to the DM deity over there mentioning asteroids.
Yeah, it's fine. They're in the astral plane. That's where asteroids live.
Duh.
Yeah, didn't you know that?
No comment.
So, okay. But as the night goes on, I'm gonna need Richard, Anakis, and Matthias to all roll me a con saving throw.
Oh, good. I'm good at those.
Okay, why am I rolling a saving throw? Hold on, what's my freaking modifier?
Hey, do you want to know what my modifier is?
0.
-1.
0.
Zero's
Mine's
better than
a
a
1.
minus.
I got a 17.
17. All right, you save.
12.
You do save.
13.
You all save. Yay. Okay, so you guys save. You guys feel the disease or the affliction that you got from the squirrels lifts by the morning. Your bodies have overcome it. You had like maybe some feverish moments in the night, but overall your body has gotten over the disease that you guys had contracted from the squirrels.
Good. We're not all going to turn into were squirrels.
No, you're
Did
not.
we long rest?
You guys do long rest here.
Okay.
Now, as the sun comes up on the next morning, JR, how would you like a Litra to come back?
Can I get back to you on that one? I just want to think about that for a second.
Yes, absolutely. So Anakis and Richard and Matthias, you guys had all been bitten by the squirrels, if you're wondering, last session. So you guys all had contracted the disease, and so had Litra, but then she went down, so she's need to. Throw a
Are
con
you
saving throw.
saying that? Are you saying just now that Alira's comment about were squirrels was right?
No, but there is.
No, I was talking nonsense.
Now they're squirrels. They're part squirrel.
There is a disease that I have written in that is related to what could happen if you don't pass that con saving throw. So, anyways, it's a really good thing you guys passed it.
Post session, I need to ask you questions on this.
I think you told us like during the fight what would happen. It was like your max HP gets reduced or something.
So that is part of it. But that was part of the D&D 5e rules that I was reading based on the disease contracted by the creature that I based the squirrels on. But then later when I read up on it, it's like you get to choose the disease. You don't have to do the one that's like written in. So then I was like, oh, good. Next session, I'm going to change that. And then depending on if they save or what have you, then I'm going to do something else.
That could have been very bad, is what you're saying.
Probably.
She's trying to kill us.
So the sun comes up on the next morning. You guys begin to pack up all of your things. Jeff comes out from the house again, and he's saying goodbye to you guys.
As Jeff is coming out to say goodbye, he's also carrying this black cat. Is like,
okay.
Do any of you know about this?
Yeah. So I went down in the basement again today, and I found this black cat just sitting at the base of the stairs. Did you guys have a black cat with you when you came? I don't think you did.
The cat, he's covered in scratches, by the way, because the cat has been like not the friendliest.
She's not happy around me. She's not happy around the party goers. This isn't even a drop in the bucket compared to what happened to Ryan inside. He's just back in bed, honestly. We've got to wrap him up like a mummy.
And then the cat like leaps from Jeff's arms and sprints towards the party.
Yeah, and you feel as she like runs across the grass, you feel that mental magic reignite in the back of your head, and you feel that connection reform as you hear in the back of your head, "Oh my God, Oh my god. I can't believe I feel so tired. I didn't find you guys. I was so confused. Matthias.
And it's like the cat version of a glomp where she like jumps, barrels into him, and they just like sort of roll into a stop.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as Matthias stands up, Leetra's fully got her claws just in your face, and she's just like wrapped around your head, and she's just like, "I'm never letting go of you again, buddy." I'm so glad to be back.
And yeah, it's all cute.
Yeah. Unfortunately, due to the fact that I did go down, I feel really tired, Matthias. So if we run into anything, I don't think I'm gonna be super helpful.
She's like curled up in his backpack.
Yeah.
3 levels of exhaustion, but alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'd take it. Considering what happened.
She can have some fish on the way.
Yeah, she's going to devour the rest of the fish that we had.
The other 18 of
You
them.
have at least 10 fish in here.
Some of these are going real bad. So as you guys head on out, you know, Jeff gives you a hug, Matthias, on your way out. It's so good to see you again, little brother. I'll clean up. I promise. I'll clean up.
You better, because seeing all of this isn't you. I know this isn't you. And I hope that you can find it in yourself to be the big brother that I've always been proud of.
I
Can
hope
you do
so
that?
too. I'll try.
Hug.
And with that, you guys head back out on the road, heading towards Grok.
Before we leave, can I threaten Jeff?
Yes.
Wait,
Richard
I
first.
was incorrect. Can I go before you, please?
Yeah. We're all like, wait a second.
So what's this place that we're going to? I just want to see if Jeff's got any information on this area.
Yeah, he takes out a map actually, or I think you guys do have a map potentially. But regardless, someone pulls out a map and he starts giving you guys like the lowdown on like a good path to travel. I've gone there a few times, not too many, mostly just for trade and what have you. And according to Polly inside, you know, they've got some of the really good stuff at one of the ports. He like gives a quick look over his shoulder to Matthias in the back. He's like, I won't be going there again. But you could take this route here, and he starts giving you guys like the lowdown. So now you guys can actually roll the encounter check with advantage because he's given you a solid route to take.
I do just want to say one more thing
Mm-hmm.
to Jeff. I want to pull out the pipe, his pipe.
His eyes light up.
I'll say to him, like, you can have this, but you know using it is going to let Matthias down. It's your choice.
Thank you. You've got it. And he puts it in his back pocket, and from there, you don't know what's going to happen.
Also, do you want to buy a grinder for 50 gold?
Oh, that's where it went. I see now what has
How's he going to
happened.
pay for it? You stole
You
all
know,
his gold.
Weirdly
he
enough,
doesn't
I'm
work
also
like that.
out of cash at the moment, so
Oh,
you
I mean, it was
can
half
actually...
price too. I was
Yeah.
going to charge you 100.
Funny enough, I actually am not carrying any cash on me, so rain check maybe for that.
Alira's just gonna stand like far away and just stare daggers at him, and I'm gonna cast message as a cantrip. And I'm gonna message him in his brain so that Matthias cannot hear what I'm telling him. And I'm gonna tell him Matthias is a sweet little boy and a very promising eventual wizard. And if you ever disappoint Matthias again in my presence, I will make sure, if not me, somebody else will find you and remove your balls one at a time and feed them to you. Do you understand me? Don't ever let it happen again. And I turn around so you can't message me back. I sever the thing. No response.
So lovely to have you guys here.
As we like, I just want to say, like, as like everyone, like, right after, I'll wait till Jeff's speech is done.
I hope to see you guys again, and I wish you Well, on the road. Matthias? He starts heading back inside.
He's just yeah.
As,
like, terrified.
as he right before he turns around to go inside, I'm gonna like raise up my fist and say, "I'll fucking do it again."
And then he walks a little quicker back into the house.
Wow. This version of Jeff's kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Just a smidge.
Just a little.
He won't be anymore, I'll tell you that.
To be fair, just want to address the characterization of Jeff. Jeff in my campaign was a good boy. He's just gotten very lazy and a bum.
Mm-hmm.
He made Matthias cry, and that's enough for me.
Yeah.
It's enough for Alira. Alira knows people. And she has a lot of money somewhere. Not on her, but somewhere. She has a lot of money. So
Yeah, it's around.
things that he needs to think about.
All right. So whoever wants to roll the encounter check can do so with advantage.
I did it last time, I think. Somebody else can do it.
Oh, I got dice. D20, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You can roll it twice. Take the higher one because that's a good thing.
That was a 3, so we're not going to use that one. 5.
5.
Oh dear.
Good.
Well, rest in peace, Leitro.
All right. You guys take one of the paths that Jeff tells you to take. It's along like a dusty road. It beats off the main road actually. And then you guys actually cut across a area that has like a bit of a ravine, and then it dips down into a meadow, and then just beyond that you can see the gates, or the gate I should say, to the village beyond. But nighttime starts to fall, and as you guys are kind of traveling through the meadow, you guys do start to feel kind of like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. But even though you guys like look around and try to find like what's going on, you guys don't see anything. But it does feel like someone's watching you. It's like it's one of those kind of feelings. But you guys find a little area, a little nook, if you will, in a cave, just next to the ravine, and you guys set up camp for the night. As you guys are setting up camp, you know, you guys start the fire, you roll out your bed rolls. What does camp actually look like in a cave setting for you guys?
I mean, for Richard, again, just the bivvy tent. He's going to set it up just at the side, probably closer to the cave entrance than the rest of the party. And yeah, next to the campfire as well. So not too far away.
So Matthias's tent is like very kind of threadbare. It's been patched. It's got like those square, like darned patches that you see on like things that have been handed from parent to child like 10 times over because you can't afford to replace it. It's raggedy, but it does the job. I think that Matthias just sort of parks it up, tries to have a cave wall to his back, and just kind of open face tent bivouac kind of thing, sort of what Rich has got, but like worse. Because he's not a professional. He's a small boy.
Yeah.
I think for my character, I'm basically just like trying to like I'm going to like go like just outside of like where like whatever moonlight might be shining in, so like where it starts to actually like the shadow of the cave kind of comes in, and I'm gonna set up like just cushioning there, because it's like in a cave like you would like you've got something overhead, but you might need a quick escape.
And as you guys begin to settle in for the night, suddenly from the shadows, a bunch of wolves pounce out.
Yep.
And start
I hate it.
ripping through your tents and everything you set up. Everyone roll initiative.
Great.
Yay.
I didn't set up 10.
They hunted you from the meadow.
I'm a 13.
No, my
I'm
Jax is
13.
18.
13, Matthias.
Will come back to me.
Richard.
12.
What did you roll?
And
Matthias.
Anakis.
14.
And back to you, Matthias.
Hey, I got a nat 1 on this.
All right, 1.
I'm doing fine in my die rolls.
So good.
Tears. I mean,
Do you need a die? Like I'll give you a fair die.
So write this out if you want. But Matthias is just too elated with having Litra back
Did
that he doesn't
JR
even
just
notice
chuck
the
his
wolves.
D20?
Yeah.
I know that
Like,
JR
these-
called what he's wearing a snood, but I keep looking at him and going, "Why is JR wearing a do-rag?"
Yeah. Why is JR a pirate today?
Yeah.
Yo, and a bottle of rum.
So I threw this D20 against my wall. I have acoustic padding on my wall. It bounced and it hit the radiator on the other side of the room.
What was the score though?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look.
Aw.
Wow.
I'm depressed by this thing.
Isn't like everyone knows if you throw a die or like have a die go across the room, you're always supposed to check the score of it before you pick it up.
But it would have been the only nat 20 I'd score like this entire
Yeah,
session.
just by accident. You see it throw it at the radiator more often. It might melt your dice, and it might make it always roll 20 then. So as you guys are settling in for the night, suddenly you hear a very loud howl at the mouth of the cave. And then you hear very soft padding and scratching as a wolf enters in and immediately pounces on Richard's tent. I'll say probably Richard, you're closest to the mouth of the cave, I imagine, just based on like strategic where everyone would lay down. The wolf pounces on your tent in particular and lunges to take a bite attack at you. And it gets a 17 to hit.
17 would hit, but I'm gonna use a reaction to do shield.
So this
Yeah.
wolf pounces on your tent. You feel you watch as like the top of your tent gets shredded by its teeth, and you immediately like jump into action and react, shielding it from biting down onto you. And that is to Anakis.
Okay. How many wolves are there?
There are 3 wolves.
Of course there are. I'm going to so I don't hit somebody on accident. I'm gonna cast firebolts on one of the other two.
Sounds good. So there are 2, and they are just both like kind of still at the mouth of the cave. They haven't entered in yet, and they're just following the first one, which seems to be like a leader of the other 2.
Let's see. That misses. I'm not. Nope. There's no way. 8.
All right, Anakis, you watch as like one of these wolves tears into Richard's tent, but gets bullied back by his shield, and then you try to jump up. You're still, you know what? You were like almost half asleep, so like you're not aiming correctly. And as you go to cast this firebolt, you relight the campfire. You just aim it straight down, volley it, and the campfire is relit. And you guys can see the other 2 wolves at the mouth of the cave. That goes to Alira.
One day I will get a decent hit on something that isn't Jeff.
He deserved it.
Can I position myself in a way where if I cast Thunder Wave, it'll affect, because it's a 15-foot cube?
I'll say you can run up and hit the 2 at the mouth, but you can't quite get the one that's on Richard or by Richard.
If I hit the 2 at the front of the mouth and it pushes them 10 feet away, will they fall to their death? Or am I just like temporarily?
You guys are in a camp inside of a cave, and then that's next to a ravine, which doesn't have a crazy drop off. So I'll say they could take some falling damage potentially.
Is a ravine a river? Is it potential that they
A ravine has a bit of
are
a
carried
cliff,
away?
a down into a river.
Okay. I still think I'm going to do it. I still think I'm going to try to Thunderwave them.
Yeah.
So they need to make a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
against my spell save DC, which is 15.
One gets an 18,
Damn.
but the other one gets a 9. So one of
Okay.
these wolves, you manage to cast him off into the ravine. And I'll even say that the river actually just takes him away. Like the current is too strong, and it's going to take one of these wolves completely out.
Do I still roll his damage? Because he took 2d8 damage.
Yeah, sure.
And the other one took half of 2d8 damage.
You know what?
This
Then
one's
just
2d8.
roll on the one that took half. I'm just going to say the other one's out.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, plus my spell attack bonus, which is 7. So 4, 5, 6, plus 7 is 13, divided by 2. So he takes 6 points of damage, rounding down.
Alira, scrambles up to her feet and immediately runs out to the mouth of the cave to cast his thunder wave. One of the wolves gets absolutely hammered by this thunder wave and goes over the ravine edge. And you guys watch as the river takes that wolf downstream, and you just hear very soft "woo" as he gets carried away. And then the other one snarls back at you and rears back up. And then that goes to Richard. I'm gonna fix my microphone.
I think I am going to do a shock and grasp on the one that's on me. There was one on me, wasn't there? Like, that wasn't the one.
There was Reezy's
Illyria.
just
Yeah.
fixing things.
Mom, come back. Mom, find the
scared.
milk and come back. Reezy went to go get cigarettes. She'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, my
Just gone
dad
to the
said
shop to
the
get some
same
testicles.
thing.
Your dad did the same thing.
My dad did not say anything about testicles, as far as I know.
Oh, wait, like, we could say anything here, and Reezy's going to have to, like, check this back. She won't hear it in real time.
It sounds like she
Everyone
just
saying
said
nice
you
things
did
about
like that.
Reezy. She's an amazing
See-
DM and a wonderful person to be around.
Okay.
You
I'm
are
back.
on time most of the time.
No, now we can't
even
hear
her.
Reezy.
Can you guys hear
Okay, now
that?
we hear
Hello?
Reezy.
And you don't
Okay.
sound delayed like
Yay.
1980s Japanese animation, so...
Good. Okay. I'm back in. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for being here through the technical difficulties, even though I couldn't hear anyone for a moment there, which really sucked. Okay.
We said every curse word we could think of.
That's awesome. Get us demonetized and canceled immediately, as soon as possible. Let's speed run this season 2.
Yeah!
Okay, so very sad. Awu as the one wolf goes down the ravine, and then the other one rears back and snarls at you, Alira, and that goes to Richard for the next turn.
So, for the wolf that's on me, I'm going to do a shocking grasp. There's a 25 hit.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah, it
crap.
does actually. Surprising.
That is going to be 10 points of damage.
Damn.
Wait, does the +6? That's just on 2 hit, isn't it? Yeah, it's just straight to it. 2d8. That is 10 damage.
Yeah, you use a shield, and then you basically like push this wolf back off of you. You're literally coming out of sleep, and then almost like militaristic instincts take over, and you wreath your hand in an electric glow, and then you just like basically like smack this wolf and hit him with this electric current, which seems to just like rip through, like almost like static shock through its fur, and it looks like this wolf has now gone through the dryer as it fully puffs out and does not look very happy about it. And that goes to my wolf. I was gonna say wolves, but one of them is gone, so just wolf, singular. The
There
one
were
that's
3 wolves.
well, there was, and
There
then
was.
Alira sent one down the river.
Yeah.
So now there's only 2.
There you go. Yeah, 2. Yeah.
Yep.
I hope in the future we can go electric fishing again, and we also catch a wolf. That would be kind of sick.
You guys have sent so many things down this river. There's a village somewhere that has
Down by the river.
and there's a wolf there for some reason.
I'm
I'm just imagining this village, like downstream, having its own newspaper things like hundreds of dead fish arrive in river. Then the next day, the headline's like, and a wolf.
And a wolf. There's now a wolf in town. Watch out. If you're taking
Factory
your kid to the
upstream.
beach.
Factory upstream blamed.
All right, so this wolf is right next to you, Alira, and it's gonna rear up. It's gonna try and take a bite at you, and it's going to get a 19 to hit.
I'm gonna guess that hits. Yeah, that hits.
Has pack tacted since it's within 5 feet of its friend, which is on Richard.
Tactics.
Yeah, and it's gonna get 5 on you. It's gonna hit you for a 5.
For 5 hit points.
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
And if the target is a medium or smaller creature, which I'm going to assume Alira is a medium creature, you now
She's tiny.
you are now prone as well. So it goes to bite you and knocks you to the ground as well. You guys watch this giant wolf just pounce on KT. And that goes to Matthias. and Litra by default.
Yeah, well, Litra's still having a nap.
Litra's still having a nap. She still doesn't have any magic. You do have I'm going to tell you right now, you have a spell slot. That's it.
Okay, I'm planning to use a cantrip.
Cool.
So Matthias wakes up, bleary-eyed, looks out of his tent, sees this wolf knock down Lyra, and we're in a cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be stones on the ground.
Yep.
I would imagine that there are stones on the ground.
A few.
So it's going to pick up a couple of stones, and magic courses through him into these stones, and he's just going to yeet one at the wolf that just pounced on Alira. I'm assuming that's their... What distance are they away? They're about...
Between the two wolves, I'll say they're within...
No, I mean between Matthias and the wolves.
Oh, between Matthias and the wolves, I'll say you're probably about 15 feet away from them. Like from the mouth of the cave to them.
Yeah, so he's going to yeet a pebble and just yell, get away from her. And mechanically what is happening is I'm casting Magic Stone on these pebbles and then yeeting one at the wolf. Because Magic Stone is a bonus action. You or someone else can make a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles by throwing it or hurling it with a sling. If thrown, it has a range of 60 feet. If someone else attacks with a pebble, that attack it, whatever, that doesn't matter. On a hit, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, so
yeet, I guess.
Roll your hit.
So it's a 2-hit of +5. Come on. Okay, all right. Does an 18 hit?
18 most certainly hits.
Yeah.
This wolf is actually wearing plate mail, and it dings off his armor.
What, with 8 points of damage on it?
Yeah. Oh, it does 8 points?
Yeah.
Okay. So you smash that wolf with a rock, and you hear a significant crack in its head as this rock pummels into it, and it yelps very loudly.
It's having a not good, very bad time.
Yeah, Litra is still kind of out of it. I'm going to say she doesn't really have an action here. And we're going to go back up, and then that is the wolf that's on you, Richard, which is going to take another bite attack. And it looks very fuzzy, and it looks very cute, and it looks like a big ball of wolf.
Oh.
Nom, nom, nom.
It's going to hit for 19.
19 hits, but I'm going to do shield again.
Okay, it has pack tactics. I'll roll one more time, see if I get past that shield. I rolled 19 again. Wow, what's up with these 19s? Okay, so it's gonna try and take another bite at you, except you throw up a shield, and all you see is a big ball of fur just like ping right off your shield. And that's gonna go to Anakis, who has lit the campfire.
Thanks for reminding me. How close am I to the wolf that is that just attacked Lyra?
I'll say between the two wolves, you have equal distance. You're probably halfway between Matthias and them, so you're about like 7-8 feet away. You're not that far at all.
Okay, because I'm gonna go up to one of them, and I'm just going to like basically attack one of them and use inflict wound.
Okay, so which one are you going for? The one on Richard, or the one on Alira?
Remind me, Matthias, how many hit points do you have?
How many hit points do I
2.
have? Not that many.
Okay. Yeah. So
it starts with the 2. I do have all of my hit points.
I say Matthias. There's one on Richard, one on Alira.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
Matthias
nowhere near. I just
yeeted
I yeeted a rock at them.
Yeah, you literally watched the rock go past your field of vision, to be honest.
It looked kind of awesome. Like there was a glowing trail.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Hits the campfire a little bit.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. I'm gonna go for the one that's at Richard then.
Okay.
And does a 16 hit?
16 most certainly hits.
All right. So that is 3d10 necrotic damage.
Like this wolf is not gonna have a good day.
Ah! That is 11 points of damage.
And that just kills the wolf. So you run up and you wreath your hand in this necrotic energy. What does this look like when you attack the wolf?
What does it look like when I... shit. I didn't think this far.
That's okay. It is something I'm practicing, is asking you guys more of how your attacks look.
I mean, I figured, like, I didn't prepare my weapon in time, so I'm just basically, I guess, actually punching the fucking wolf in the face. Because it seems like the only time I ever seem to do any actual damage is if I'm just playing fisticuffs with things, so...
Punch!
So you watch as Adakis runs up to punch this giant fur ball, essentially, and it just like a bouncy ball bounces off like the side of the cave, and then just like
Adakis, did you just
off
punch a Labubu?
into the river.
No, the wolf was cuter.
And that goes to Alira.
Okay. Question about the prone condition.
I think it's
How
you,
do I...
you just have to
Uh-huh.
use half your movement to get up. I think.
Okay,
like,
perfect.
Yeah.
So it's not an action.
I don't think so. Let me double check.
Yeah, standing up from prone position costs an amount of movement equal to half of your.
There you go. Okay, that's it. You just
Okay,
half your
cool.
movement and then you can get up.
I don't need to move very much anyway. Okay, so I'm going to Misty Step back with my bonus action, right? Because Misty Step is a bonus action.
Hmm.
Just far enough where like I'm no longer in the threatened area, but within 60 feet of the wolf, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. Now,
So I don't have disadvantage after I stand up, right?
is Witch Bolt a spell slot?
Yes.
You can use a cantrip. You can't use something with a spell slot since you use Misty Step.
What?
Yeah.
Even though it was a bonus action?
It's a bonus action, but it uses a spell slot. So because it uses a spell slot, you can't use two spell slots in the same turn. As far as I know.
What?
So it's that you can use an action. Yeah, we went through it was funny because I was editing the last session. We went
Did we
through
do
this.
this?
Yeah, we did. So it was that you can't use two spell slots in a single turn, but you can use like a cantrip, and you can use a spell slot in a bonus action, or spell slot in an action and then a bonus action. But you can't use two for both a bonus action and an
I was
action.
gonna do something so cool.
I know,
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry.
Okay, well.
As Richard's watching this is not too bad being a sorcerer, is it, princess?
You can't cast two spell slots either.
Can with quickened.
True.
It's not limited to sorcerer.
And you know what's funny is the last time you actually pointed this out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
you told me I couldn't.
I put the relevant
Full circle.
relevant rule in our
Oh
group
my
chat.
goodness.
Full circle. I love it.
Oh, how the
Okay.
turns tabled.
For real. Okay, wait. That was like my whole plan. Wait a second. Where's Ray of Frost? Who does more damage?
Just do a ray of frost.
Yeah, okay. I'll cast Ray of Frost, but I'm gonna use my port and roll for the attack roll. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll a 13 plus 7, so a BBL 20.
Absolutely hits.
And he is going to take 1d8 cold damage. And I know which one that is, so write that down. 8 damage. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
His speed is reduced to nothing. You've killed him. So you guys watch as Alira stands up. Her ass looks amazing while she does it. And would you like to describe how you take out this wolf?
I like flip my hair and I say, nobody knocks a princess on her ass. And I like conjure the ice and the cold in my hands, and I just both hands full force extend them out, and a ray of frost, if you will, leaves my hands and goes straight to the wolf, and the wolf freezes over in a little like wolf ice sculpture, very Looney
Aw.
Tunes. It's just a complete little bit of ice, an iceberg.
I'd like to think that Alira's butt has been lifted such that she just bounces up onto her feet when she
Yeah.
gets knocked prone.
That's what the BBL 20 does. It just like provides the
Yeah,
balance
yeah.
for her to get back up.
Yeah.
Did we? By the way, did we ever get anywhere with the BBL 20 merch?
No, but
We-
well, we did make stickers.
We
Yeah.
made stickers.
Yeah. For Patreon.
Do you want me to show them?
Patreon.
I want to see these.
Yeah.
I also have other stickers made. So if you subscribe to the Patreon, you will receive stickers. But this is the BBL 21.
Yeah.
The lovely
That's so
Reezy drew for us.
cursed.
He's
You
so
put it on your
cute.
water
That's
bottle.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I also have this one. That's the Twitchfits. So there's more. So subscribe to the Patreon.
Cute. All right.
Is there a command that we can put in the chat for that?
Yeah, yeah.
Do we
I
have
sh-
it
I
like
should
set
put it.
up and stuff?
We have it. Yeah, it's set up now. I just haven't like fully like advertised it or anything. But it is set up, and once the first like official Patreon episode I have it edited and cut, then I'll make an actual formal announcement. But for now, you can watch our podcast episodes at least a week early when they come out. I usually put them on the Patreon at least 5 to 7 days earlier than they actually release publicly. So if that's something you like, then yeah. Anyways, this wolf attack has been brought to you by Twitchfits Patreon. Please subscribe. So back to the cave.
Sponsored combat encounters. I love it.
Sponsored combat encounter. So yeah, you
Hey,
guys.
Dominoes, you want in on this, right?
you want this.
I was half expecting KT was gonna have an actual Twitchfits sticker on her cup right there.
No, I should though.
Not yet.
So like I thought you were drinking it out with like comedic timing of just the BBL sticker was gonna be on it.
Just thirsty.
All right, so you guys. So the first wolf just goes down the river by Alira. The second wolf is a giant ball of fuzz, which gets punched by a Nakus into the river. And the third wolf gets turned into an ice sculpture, which I'll assume you guys just push into the river. So all three of these wolves are being sent away down the river.
You're gonna throw away my trophy that I
you
worked
can
so
keep
hard to
it.
make?
You
My
can
piece of
absolutely
art?
keep it. Nope. And Alira keeps
Although
her
I do
wolf
like the
trophy
idea
next
of
to
like
her
that
as she
same
sleeps.
town now seeing a frozen wolf.
While everybody else is asleep and I have that 4 hours where I'm awake, I am going to absolutely position it. I'm going to have the unseen servant help me position it in Richard's tent so that he wakes up and it's right in front of his face.
You know, it's just gonna. He's probably just gonna wake up and punch the thing or throw the thing into the river.
All right. And so you guys go to bed without a hitch. Oh yeah, everyone roll me a constitution saving throw for your day traveled previously.
Oh wait, can I use my point? I've already rolled. I'm
Yeah.
stupid. 12.
17.
Well, fuck.
Matthias rolled a 15. Matthias rolled a 15. Matthias rolled a 15.
Okay,
Oh, you already did that. Okay, you said that before I rolled. Cool.
cool. What'd you get, Anakis?
I rolled a 5.
A 5. Alira and Anakis, both of you have a level of exhaustion heading into the village, which you guys have reached the village, by the way.
Woo!
Do they happen to sell newspapers?
They do. So you guys finish your day of travel. You guys leave the cave. You head up the ravine. You follow like the water all the way to the village. The village sits in the shelves of a mountain, sloppily cut out and made into stacks of small housing. There's a main street that leads up from the desert sands into the rugged shelf rock of the ridge, snaking its way into the back of the town and back into from the front of the town all the way back into the mountain. There are some cut stone steps that lead upwards when you get to the mountain. From the ground, so from the main street, you can see that there is a tavern immediately to your left as you walk in, and a blacksmith a bit further down near the main street where it takes a sharp left turn. But at that corner sits a general store. And between there's a bunch of like really small shacks, similar to the ones in the capital. They're just built out of really thin wood, makeshift thatch roofs, and dry cut grass from the red desert sits on the rooftops. as you guys approach the village, there's a big sign that sits on an archway welcoming you into town. Has busted letters barely clinging to the wood beyond the archway. The red sand that you become accustomed to seeing upon your journey kind of ebbs and becomes a little paler as the road into town goes. And it's like really, really quiet here, like eerily quiet. You don't hear anyone moving, anything around. You hear like the squeaky sway of the village sign in the wind. And upon reaching the town, that is where we're actually going to take our first break of the session. Congratulations, guys. You guys made it to the village finally.
We didn't die.
Woo!
You say first break of the session.
I made it through a combat encounter without taking any damage. What the fuck?
Yay! Not because you're in the back of the cave, certainly not.
I helped.
Thank you guys so much for listening on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you're listening to this, or on Twitch right now if you're listening. I really appreciate it. We're not ending the session right now. We are just doing an outro for YouTube and Spotify. On Twitch, we're actually taking a break right now. But thank you to my lovely compatriots so far for joining me in this excursion that is the Twitchfits for Season 2, Session 3. We have Katie, aka TheDataGoblin, aka Alira, and you can catch her on her Twitch. We have Kamino, aka Kamino Migite, aka Anakis. You can catch them on their streams as well, whenever they stream. You can catch Mykl, aka MyklSkuft, aka Ham or Richard, if you will, Longshaft, here on the Twitchfits, and you can catch him over on his Twitch as well. And we have JR, aka JR Plays Games, aka Matthias, also joining us with the Twitchfits, and you can catch him on his Twitch streams as well. Is there anything else you guys would like to plug right now?
Join the
Sponsor
Patreon.
us, Domino's.
Sponsor-
I'm getting bored of
Domino's,
waiting.
Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, all three of you get in contact.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
fact, you know what? I'll take a sponsorship from Aldi. Aldi, if you want to sponsor us, let us know.
Yeah, just
Sorry, the best we can do is Lidl.
I'll take
know what?
little. I'll take a little.
Little has these snack buckets that I've been slowly munching my way through. I'll take it.
all right. You heard him, sponsorships. Get into contact with us quickly. while we're still hot. All right, okay. We're going on break.
Always
We'll
hot.
see you for the next session. We'll be right back in 10.
Bye.